Hi, my name is Betty, and I'm the Director of Paranormal Investigators of New England. And we have another paranormal story today, and we have with us Marc Menard, who is the tech specialist and equipment specialist for our teams. We have 4 states that we do have investigations with, and Marc is in charge of all that. So we'd like to hear his story today on what happens with when spirit uses your energy. And it sounds like it's going to be a good one. So, Marc, please go ahead and tell us what happened.
So I've been investigating since I was 16 years old. I go from a view of the tech side. I use tech to try and explain energies and what we see. So on this case, I was on the USS Salem and Quincy, which is a battleship. We were investigating and we were making contact with someone that we thought was a nurse named Joanna, which is my daughter's name. At that point, I started feeling really drained and not feeling well. I felt nauseous and dizzy and felt like I was going to fall over. At that point, I had to remove myself from the situation. I ended up going back to one of the rooms that had all our equipment. From there, I sat down and put my head in my hands, and I remember just feeling really, really sick and felt like there was spirits coming from all sides of me, from all sides of the room. At one point, I felt something rub up against my leg. I felt chills, and at that point, I got fed up with it and went back into the room we were in. Went in and told whatever spirit was there that it did not have my permission to use my energy or my daughter's name and to leave my daughter's name out of its mouth. Um, at that point, all the activity ceased, and I felt a lot better afterwards. But I have never ever felt anything like that in my whole career doing this.
Did it actually say Joanna? That's your daughter's name, right? Did it
Yep.
actually say it?
It said on a few of the devices we were using, it actually popped up. It said nurse jo Joanna, which my wife and I we do not use our daughter's name like that unless she's in trouble. It's usually Jojo or Joe. Um, so that's why we knew that it was using my daughter's name. And there
And
was
it wasn't that the nurse was named Joanna.
we found no record of that. We actually found out there is a spirit on board that likes to trick people and uses all the people's names to like pretty much get close to them.
I will tell you, it is very cool to see paranormal activity happen before your eyes. It's amazing. But when it says like your name, I've had my name called, it becomes uniquely personal and chilling
Hmm.
because it takes on a whole new life and you think, well, oh, okay, are you gonna haunt me? Are you coming home with me? Why do you know my name? Yeah, it becomes pretty scary at that point. Like, okay, I didn't want to be, you know, I don't want to be attached to you. And
Hmm.
to have it use your daughter's name,
Yep.
and how did it know that name?
Hmm.
And um, that becomes scary.
Hmm.
And as you know, we bring home stuff.
Yep.
And what happens when we bring home stuff and it attacks our family?
Hmm.
And that's why we have some investigators who won't do cases that are um, dark, I guess I would call it,
Hmm.
if they have young kids at home because it's always a risk.
Yep.
Were you on guard after that? Like when you went home, like did it come
It
back with me or
it kind of made me feel like I wanted to go home and hug my daughter and kiss her. I felt like it was a personal attack. like you said, I have had spirits say my name, swear at me. As you know, I had a spirit come home with me and threw something at me out on the porch, which I just looked at it and went, yeah, okay. But for it to use my daughter's name, it felt very like a personal attack.
Like, don't go there.
Yep,
Yeah. And that's sometimes what we have to face. And yeah, yeah, that's tough. That's and you could tell from the emotion that it even brings up from you just talking about it now
yep,
is hard
yep,
because that's just a no-go zone for us.
yep.
Yeah. Wow. Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, I we appreciate hearing from you. If there's anybody in the any of our listeners or watchers would like to tell a story, please. I'll put our email up there and it's footsteps802@gmail.com. And that does come to me personally, and I will contact you and let's do an interview and tell you a story because the more that these get out there, I think it helps other people. Hmm. Well, thank you again, and be seeing you on an investigation, Mark.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.